Hey, what is up, everybody? This is the Great Puckettini, and I've got big news for you today. The Arkansas Razorbacks got big news when they found out that this young man, and I'm probably going to butcher his name, but Dequane Prevo has committed to him. So, very good player right here. He's highly ranked. So, let's check him out here. Now, he was a wide receiver. He plays both ways. He's a wide receiver in the corner, and he returns kicks as well, returns kickoffs that I saw. So he does several things. He's not just a wide receiver. Now, and he is in the class of 2026. So he still has a senior year to play in high school. Then he'll be with Arkansas in 2026. He is from Liberty ILO High School here in Texarkana, Texas. That's right where I'm located. I'm very familiar with Liberty ILO. They have very good athletes there. And this is great that we're signing somebody from there. We need to open up pipeline in this Texarkana, Arklatex area down here. Now, he has transferred here to Bentonville over the summer or sometime there in the spring. I'm not exactly sure when he did, but he has transferred to Bentonville. And I mean, to me, that's great news for Arkansas. I hate that for Liberty ILO, because their coaches, I'm sure, wanted to work with him, have him on their team. But that's great news for the Arkansas Razorbacks because this guy's a really good player, and you want to lock him in, and you want to see all the teams that have offered him. I mean, he's really sought after recruit here, and he is committed to Arkansas, of course. So let's check him out here and see what we got. All right, guys, I'm back. I apologize for that. I had to take a phone call, really important phone call. There was business. So anyway, let me get back to what I was doing here. We was on our slideshow. We haven't got to the video yet. We are going to watch video here of Mr. Prevo. And hang on one second. They're calling me back again. Let me see if I can. Okay, I apologize. I'm back again. But anyway, this is the video we're going to watch here in a minute. I'm trying to finish out my slideshow here, and we'll go from this slide here. Now, when I look at Mr. Prevo here, I'm looking at this is his physical profile. Now, his height and weight, he's 5'10", 165 pounds, and runs a 4.44 40. So that's really good speed. Now, he and I always look at the prototype size and speed of an NFL receiver, and I compare that to the prospect I'm looking at. And you see that Prevo here, he's quite a bit smaller than the prototype size and speed. And that's okay. He's a slot receiver like I have right here. His position is wide receiver. He's going to be a slot, an athlete. Some schools, I guess, have recruited him maybe be a corner or whatever. But I just put a weapon. He's a weapon. Put him in the backfield. You can throw it to him, return kicks, whatever. Just you want the ball in his hands and to utilize that 4.44 40 time. Because you see, he's faster than the prototype speed for an NFL receiver. And Coach Petrino has signed a couple of receivers this recruiting cycle that will play with Arkansas this year that are kind of those slot receiver guys. They can get out on the field, push those safeties back, and that'll help us be able to run the football. So him not having that size, that's okay. But because he's in a little bit different role there. So anyway, he's all right. He's good. He's in the class of 2026. We talked about that. His hometown is Texarkana, Texas, and he's been going to Liberty ILO High School in Texarkana, but now he has transferred to Bentonville, Arkansas. Like I said, it's very good news for Arkansas fans because that shows that he's committed to us. Now here's some of his career highlights and awards in his career so far. He was the 2024 District Offensive MVP, and I'm going to tell you, that is a big-time award to win that as a junior. I'm going to tell you, I'm very familiar with Liberty ILO and the people they play and the conference they're in, and that is tough to do as a junior to come in and win that District Offensive MVP. So that shows you what kind of talent he has. Now, last season he had 62 catches for 1,355 yards, and he scored 20 touchdowns. So, I mean, that's a lot of touchdowns. That's, 20 touchdowns. 20 of his catches of his 62 catches went for touchdowns. That's almost half. It's not half, but it's pretty good. And you see he averaged over 10 yards a catch. That'd be 50. That'd be probably about 12 yards a catch. But anyway, so every time he touches the ball, he's getting you a first down, you could say, and that's very important. Now, also very important is he's a multi-sport athlete. This guy played basketball and track as well, and I think he started on their varsity team in basketball. He runs 200 meters in track. I'm going to talk about that a little bit later, but I'm going to tell you, to start in basketball and football at Liberty ILO, you are good, man. You are a good athlete. Those guys they're really good athletes. They're talented. So this guy is a very good athlete. It's kind of like Deion Sanders said. If you're a corner or receiver, you got to be able to play basketball. And I remember he said Larry Brown was the only corner he'd ever seen that he'd played with that could not play basketball. If you remember Larry Brown, he was quarterback. I think he was from TCU, and he was a Super Bowl 30 MVP. Neil O'Donnell threw him 2 interceptions right to him. But anyway, he wasn't a very good basketball player, but I always think of that. But here, Prevo is. He starts from basketball and football at Liberty ILO. You're a good athlete. Now, he's known for his speed. Of course, like I said, his speed is better than prototype NFL speed, and his run after the catch skills. So he's a very explosive receiver here. Here's his recruiting profile and some of the offers he got, just to show you how highly coveted this guy is. He is a 4-star recruit, and that's coming from that On3 publication, the 247 Sports, and Rivals. Now listen to this. Excuse me. He had offers from Arkansas, Texas, Oklahoma, Penn State, Texas A&M, Florida, and a lot more. I mean, look at that line right there. I mean, Texas probably could have offered him more money. I don't know that, but I saw when Texas brings in a recruit, they walk them down the middle, and they get those cars out there, those Lamborghinis, whatever those sports cars are, and they're revving them up. And it's crazy the money Texas has had in there. But anyway, this guy's committed to us, and he's highly coveted. Everybody wants this guy. Look at that. Texas, Oklahoma, Penn State, Texas A&M, Florida. That's just the who's who of really good teams. So he committed to Arkansas over Texas, Oklahoma, and others, of course. He is ranked as one of the top 50 wide receivers in the nation by 247 Sports. So this is a very good guy to get in. He is really good. Really talented. Now, his intangibles and leadership. As a matter of fact, I haven't said this yet, but the principal there at Liberty ILO was one of my former athletes, and I haven't contacted him over this. He's busy right now, but summertime principals are busy, trying to get everything ready for the teachers to come back and then for the kids. So I text with him pretty often with fantasy sports. We're in a fantasy baseball league together. I started to text him and ask him, but I don't want to do that. But anyway, but he is one of my former players, which Prevo's not going to be at Liberty ILO anymore. But so he was a team captain, and he's a respected leader. I read that some of the coaches have said that and other players. So being a team captain at a big school like Liberty ILO, that's really impressive to do that as a junior. He has a high football IQ and competitive drive. Now, once again, that's not me reading on that. I just me reading that and finding that in research. He is a multi-sport athlete, so that brings very good athletic versatility, and that's good. Hey, who's to say why couldn't he play 2 ways? He could play some corner. I'm not saying he's going to do that, but I think in college they can do that. I would be fine with it. He is also a community volunteer at youth events, so it's very good there. Very good young man from all accounts. Now, why does he matter for Arkansas? Well, first of all, he's a dynamic playmaker, and he can do that for the Razorback offense. Now, and we need playmakers. It's tough to just grind out plays. You've got to have big plays to score points in the SEC, and he can do that. He brings elite yak and yak ability, which is yards after the catch, run after the catch, maybe see it rack, same thing. He does. He catches. He's hard to tackle. He's smaller. So that means he's got less surface area to tackle. I'm a science teacher too, so he don't have much surface area. So he's hard to tackle. I don't know all the safeties I used to have. Guys, the big hitters, they like those 6'1", 6'2" guys coming across the middle. They could lay the load on them guys. Big target, man, they'd knock them out. They could really hit them. Nowadays, you can't really knock them out like you used to. But he's a little guy. He's tough to catch, tough to hit, and that's a positive. And that's what I try to tell some of these guys that are small. Mama says, "Oh, he's little, he'll get hurt." I'm like, that's a good thing. He's little. He won't get hit as hard being little. He can miss some of those hits. He can line up inside or outside. Nowadays, everybody can just about do that. In today's offenses, they move him around everywhere. But he has just depth and explosiveness to the wide receiver group. And this is Coach Petrino is really going to have a good time using him. He's kind of that same skill level as that Johnson we got. It was Rayleigh Johnson, I think. It's probably not his right name. And then Cam Shanks. He's kind of in that mold there. And you see Coach Petrino values receivers in that size range too, because they've recruited several of them. So, very good one here. Now, he's a multi-sport athlete. I've talked about this a couple times. He was a varsity basketball starter, which is, man, that's really impressive. He ran track, ran a 200-meter dash, probably other things too. He ran a 22.7 as a freshman, which is a really good time. That's a good time there. He brings explosiveness and agility from other sports. That's important. Here's a scouting report kind of as you watch film on him, and as I watched film, I see that he's quick, he's elusive, and he's a sharp route runner, runs routes well, and I read that about him. He has strong hands, they say, and he has really good body control. He has excellent vision and burst in open field, which makes him a good kickoff returner. Those are your best kickoff return guys. They have that great vision. It's like they see the whole field, and they can make cuts and run, and it's really impressive to watch. And you'll see him return a kick for a touchdown in one of the little clips we have. He is a natural playmaker and competitor, so he's really explosive, really big playmaker here, and that's what you need. All right, let's check his video out right here, and y'all have kind of seen me get on it, I think. Here it is. And I've got if you've watched before, I usually don't have that. Well, it went away. Can I get it back? Let's see. Is it the spotlight? Maybe I'll just spotlight, because this video is the only one I ever watched the huddle. Don't really show point them out. There's a couple times it does. And right here, I believe and it's hard to tell, the numbers are hard to see. And I tried to listen to the audio to make sure it's who he is, but I'm thinking it's whoever gets the ball. And it starts off right here. He's in the backfield. They have him in the backfield right here. So let's watch right here. Let's see what we got here. So here is back in the backfield, runs a little flare out, and makes one guy miss, gets to the sideline. Good gain right there. See just a little bit. Now right here he's at corner, and he's right there, and you see his change of direction. I don't know if the guy caught that or not, but anyway, right here I think he might be at one of these two. I could be wrong though. Let's see who catches this. Here he comes. That's him on speed sweep. Here he is right here. And this is what Arkansas, I think, will do with him a lot. You see, it says quick and cut back, good speed. Where is he at here? I'm trying to remember. I've watched this several times. I think that's number 12. He's 12, I believe. See how he makes good cuts. Right here, that's probably they worked in practice running around outside. But he is able to read that. And he's right here, does a good job of reading that and getting through. Good quickness, explosive. That's a 10 yards right there. Here he is right here at corner. You'll see here what good ball skills he has right here. I mean, this is really good. Watch him here as he goes. Boom. See, he just come underneath and just caught it. That was a tough contested catch. Right here, he's going to return this kickoff for a touchdown. He's back here, of course. That interception shows, how his ball skills. He's very good ball skills. Is this him right here? Yeah. So let's watch him. Runs through a tackle right there. Oh, got to make that kicker miss. Now he's off to the races. Can he outrun these two? I'm thinking he can. Remember, he's got better than prototype speed for an NFL receiver, so he can go. If he's in a foot race with somebody, especially in high school, he's probably going to win, probably in college too. But there's other guys that can run as well. I'm thinking he's one of these two guys here. A lot of times he's on the left side. I think this is him right on. You can't see him, but he's right there in the back. Boom, look at that good catch right there. And then he just runs this. I think he is the top guy right here. He's this guy. He's just going out the screen. He goes up, catches that ball with his hands, then go score. You see, he's fast. They're not going to catch him. So good play right there. Where is he? He's probably one of these two right there. Yeah, that was him right here. Notice he finds a spot in that zone, finds his own spot and sits down in there. So good job right there. Here he is right here, wide undershirt. I think this is where he comes across the field, runs crossing route. And watch how he finds that. He sees that safety there. Instead of just running in front of him, just staying covered. Remember, he's got good football IQ, like I said. He's FBI. And he slides in behind that guy and finds that open spot for his quarterbacks. Right now, if quarterback throws it, that's going to be a pick, you know. So he does a good job getting in behind him, finding that spot. And he just kind of run out of bounds right there. I guess his momentum was carrying him out. But anyway, so there you go. That's his film right there. And, you know, what we see there is just a very good player. Whoa. What are we doing here? I didn't click anything. But anyway, that's what you see there. I'm just going to pause that. I'm going to go back to my PowerPoint. We'll go back to here. And you know, just like to say, hey, you know, welcome to the Hogs, Dequane Prevo. This guy's a heck of a player, man. You see why he was so highly coveted. He has very good speed, elusive, quick. He can return kicks. He could play a little corner if you need him to, even though he would be kind of an undersized corner. But anyway, you know, just very explosive player. And that'll back those safeties up, make it to where we can run the ball. You know, they'll force them into two deep safeties. Because you have guys like him and that Johnson, that receiver we got from, was it Fresno? Man, I can't remember. And then Cam Shanks, you have those two guys on the inside getting those safeties back, putting pressure. They're going to have to go to two deep safeties. And then you can start running the football, get a guy out of the box. But anyway, very good player we got here, guys. And I hope y'all know what a great job our coaching staff is doing recruiting these guys, man. They're bringing in some players. I'm telling you, doing a great job. Coach Fouch, Coach Petrino. Man, I mean, this guy was highly coveted. Texas wanted him, A&M, Oklahoma. I mean, he's highly coveted, and the Hogs won out on him. So, great job there. The Arkansas coaching staff, they're doing a great job. I'm 100% behind Coach Pittman, Petrino, Travis Williams, Fouch, Deke Adams, all those guys, man. Mateos, they're a really good group, and I hope you guys know that. But anyway, so happy. Welcome to the Hogs, Dequane Prevo. Hope I didn't mess your name up too bad, man. You're a player. Glad you're coming to Arkansas. If you have any comments or questions, man, leave them for me. You know, I love talking ball. If I messed up on anything, tell me. Or if you have a comment, question, hey, I love talking football. And coached for a long time, 15 years, and had varsity for about 4 years. So anyway, have a great day. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. I'm sorry I had to pause like 2 times there. I had phone calls that were very important that I could not miss. So anyway, have a great day. Thanks so much for watching. Please hit that subscribe button. I'm making a lot of videos, and I'm trying to make at least 1 a day, sometimes 2 if I have time, about these guys that Arkansas is bringing in football, basketball, baseball too. Got some baseball ones in there. They've got some really good baseball players. But thanks so much, and hit that like button if you would. And hey, come back for more, and leave me a comment, ask me a question. I love to talk to you. But anyway, that's all I got. Hope you have a great day or a great evening. And I need to get off of this because I can't stop it. Let's see, right here's where I need to be. All right. So thanks so much for watching. You guys have a great day. And last but not least, go Hogs.